Come in. Good morning. I guess I don't need these on anymore. I'm not sleeping. I was wearing them when I'm sleeping for all the reasons. They're sound canceling. I listen to pink noise because I just can't have constantly interrupted sleep. Well, hi there. Come on in then. Ew, crazy. Good Lord. Let me put you on my computer real quick. Drop into the chat and say hi. Drop into the chat. You quiet lady. You lady. And now it's going to be monetized. There we go. It's so weird because I just don't know what time it is. There's no light that comes in here. So it's like light out right now, and I had no idea. Ugh. Hold on. I'm just pulling you guys up so I can read the chat on my computer instead of putting my glasses on. Frank! Hi, honey. See what you're talking about. Frank says, "Good morning, darling. How you doing? 99. How you doing?" Oh. Oh, shit. First stretch of the day. I feel much better today, you guys. I'm kind of embarrassed to say why I think I was feeling shitty. I'm doing much better. I made a big shepherd's pie last night and I ate a lot. And I feel so much better today. I think I don't eat enough, you guys. I know that's embarrassing to say because it's like, well, just eat more. Well, does that look okay? I can't really see. I'm a blur. So, yesterday I spent a lot of time drinking, the past 2 days actually, like drinking tea, like just water, tea. I know I'm saying water, but I'm saying tea. Was I drinking water or tea? I was drinking like water with a tea bag in it and some magnesium. And so then I made a shepherd's pie and I ate a lot of it. And I feel a lot better. Michael, I'm glad your coffee is great. Mine is whatever. It's not fantastic. It's not horrible. It's just whatever. What if I should? I don't get headaches at all, but I've had a headache for like the past over a month right here where I hit my head. General Ship. Hi. I'm reading over here. That's where my laptop is, where I can read your comments without wearing my reading glasses. Oh. You want to see yourself comment? Comment something. Comment something. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, so I posted in the community section, hello to yourself. Generalship is funny and laughs at his own jokes. Okay, that's cool. I laugh at my own jokes, especially since I'm usually the only one laughing at my joke. So, you guys, I posted uh, in the community section. I'm watching, well, I'm listening to a podcast. There's a website where you can watch the videos um, called the Telepathy Tapes. Who's heard of it? The Telepathy Tapes. Generalship, hello. Well, thank you for finally checking in, and you have heard of it. That's fascinating. I understand myself so much better. Um, I am clearly verbal, but I was nonverbal till I was about 4, and I prefer to be nonverbal. I don't really talk unless I'm talking to you guys. And um, I just found it fascinating. So there's what? Is she like a neuroscientist or something like that? She's, it does make sense. I'm the same way. Um, so if you guys don't know, I'm sorry, I'm like all still. The telepathy tapes are a neuroscientist or someone who's, and a journalist, a documentarian, doing these studies on these nonverbal or minimally verbal autistic folks where their parents have said, my kid's reading my mind. And they're like, what? Well, they tested it, and the kids are. Some of them can only read their mother's minds, and some of them can just see everything. Remember how I told you that I could just sort of see everything like a hologram? Once I'm connected with certain people in the chat for a while, I start their vision, their hologram starts appearing. I can see where they are, sort of like their space a little bit. It starts manifesting on whatever. So I just found that super, super interesting because my whole life, I've been like that. And I did for a while. It's not like I thought everybody was like me. It wasn't a thought because I didn't know I was the different. I didn't know I was different. And it wasn't until I was in my 40s before it occurred to me that I could hear what people are thinking. Because before that, I guess I just paid no real attention and thought it was just my creative mind. Um, because I would hear what other people were thinking. And I remember coming upon it because I'm like, I would never think that thought. And I realized I didn't think that thought. I heard their thoughts. And I turned it off on purpose because people generally don't think nice things. So I turned it off. Alien, exactly. Exactly. Syed, hi, honey. How are ya? Um So I find that fascinating. And here's what I love about it, especially, is that if you got to the point in the tapes or you've heard it and you know what they're talking about when they talk on the hill. So, Bomgia Grand Rising, peace. Hi. Tulis Record, hi, honey. Um, when they talk on the hill. So they get together and chat with each other like a chat room. Telepathy. They share things they learned with each other. They teach each other things. They share that information. And one of the kids, well, he's an adult now, he said that you can't be like that and lie. Because you know how I'm always like talking about how like 80% of people lie on a casual basis every day. And that's so foreign to me. I just don't get it. Well, you've been studied on this for this very reason. Interesting. So you must be on the spectrum, obviously. Yeah, I'm totally interested. I will check that out right now. Um, so for a little bit here, I was doing I really wanted to let this out. And so being an artist, I started on my live streams like drawing what I'm seeing. And it was giving me fucking carpal tunnel. So I learned to describe what I'm seeing. And well, I mean, being on the spectrum doesn't mean you don't feel fine. For me, I really didn't realize that I was very different until I was in my 40s and I was diagnosed on the spectrum. I was like, oh, 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 I get it now. Um, so I guess like the more verbal people are, I think maybe the less they're tapped into that other side. Um, and the more barriers, like if someone's lying and stuff, that's a lot of barriers, a lot of mental like blockages and weird energy and stuff like that. They're not going to be able to see, I don't think. That shuts them off, it seems. I don't know. Carpal tunnel sucks, but yeah, it does. So yeah, I posted that in the community section, but you can even just go find it. The telepathy tapes. Oh my god. Ah! Ow, pinch back. Generalship, that is a very good way to put it. It's like staring through glass. Well, and see, here's the thing. Tell me this. Not only can you see that they're lying, but you can see what the real fucking story is. That's the thing. Go ahead and lie, but I can actually see what the truth is. And for a very long time, I wanted proof. Like with baby daddy, we were together for like 15 or more years. And I always knew he was lying, but I wanted proof because I've been accused of lying. I've been accused of things I didn't do. So I am very, very careful to ever accuse anyone of doing something I don't have proof of. But I've learned now, uh, requiring proof ruins my life because I stay in relationships or stay with people and friendships and whatever longer than I should. And I need, and I do now, trust my intuition. Oh, cool. Love to King. Hi, gorgeous. How are you from the southern, uh, ooh, I don't want to say that wrong. UT. I used to live in Utah, but reservation in Southwest Colorado. Well, hi, honey. I mean, generalship, like you totally get it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's so funny. Um, so recently, this past year, right? If those of you who are on know that I was dating a guy we call Firewall. So Firewall decided that he was going to start our relationship off with lies. And I pretty much, but like expected it. Like there's probably no way this person's going to tell me the actual truth fully. And that's fine. You don't have to tell me everything. Just don't tell me everything, but don't lie about it. So then I think because he started really having deep, deep feelings that he didn't expect, he wanted to like try to tell me the truth by lying retroactively or telling the truth retroactively by trying to like make up a weird story that would explain away the lie that he now wanted to reveal as truth. Does that make sense? So, oh, look, you guys making friends. And Joe's Secret Garden, hi, cheers to you. So, what the fuck was I just saying? Sorry. Yeah, okay, so he started trying to make up this story about some bullshit, right? And the more he tried to lie to me about it and like make it go away, the more I could see the truth, the more I could see what the real story was. He should have just said nothing. Oh, everybody's so nice to each other. We've got a great group of people here. You guys come on in and subscribe so you can chat. Our chat room, see, now today I have it on subscriber only mode. I need to pop my coffee in the microwave. Um, so it's very interesting because I'm, in the telepathy tapes, like they're over here, like really deep in it. They lived their lives with no one realizing they could do these things. No one realizing. Houston is the one I felt the worst for so far. I think I'm in tape 3 or 4 because he was there the whole time and they had an extremely abusive father who was doing something to one of the kids that they didn't reveal what it was, but we can assume. And he had no way to say what was happening, to stop what was happening, to help his sibling, nothing. Not only did he know what was going on, he could read his father's mind and know what his plans were. He was a sociopath, maybe a psychopath, um, very abusive. And then, of course, he could read his mother's mind. I mean, everything is an open book. And now that he's able to communicate, it's very fascinating that he is still um, as loving and wonderful as he is. And that's one of the reasons why, like, my old channel is I'm a Dog Too. Because don't dogs just love you even if you don't fucking deserve it? Oh, generalship, that's sweet. I don't have one yet. I don't know. I appreciate that. That's sweet. Maybe one day. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Do you guys know these pressure points right here around your eyes? You know how people wake up and rub their eyes? Not only does that help drain out these fluids that get stuck because they need to come out, right? But it also starts your metabolism. When you rub your eyes in the morning, it gets your metabolism going. Closed off people are hard to read. Lots of people are open books. You think so? Oh no. Oh no. I know I am. And you might realize generalship exactly. Well, yeah, you're right. People don't handle the truth very well, and I do try to be tactful about it. Um, there's another creator I watched the other day. She had an enlightenment experience where for a couple of hours she could do that. After some dental work, she didn't come completely back in her body after anesthesia completely. Like she was still out there and could see everything and she knew everything. So everyone just rubbed their eyes. Yeah. And now everybody's going to start to get hungry really soon. Is that why people who have Botox have swollen faces? I have no idea. I think it's because they're pumped full of filler too, not just Botox. But when you're quiet, when you relax and you're quiet, and when you just observe your thoughts, it's a Buddhist practice, among others, I'm sure. Just sit and observe your thoughts like like clouds rolling by. Don't attach to them. You can't. They're clouds. Just watch. Just watch. And yeah, Frank, I have no idea why. That's where you'll receive. Once you get comfortable with receiving, you'll receive. Now, like general, do you have filters? Like when I shut it off, where I'm like, I do not want to hear what people are thinking. I feel like it's literally just right there. And it is. I know it is. What do you do to filter out? Or do you just allow it and focus more? I would like to get to a position where I'm using that information to help people. So, like I said, I was doing psychic drawings and then I was just describing what I see. I was able to have a validating experience because Godfather, who's not on right now, um, I could see his place. And he sent me the Google link so I could look on Google Earth. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't really look like what I was seeing. But as I investigated more, I was like, wait a minute, that's exactly what I was seeing. But the house was wrong. The road wasn't quite right. I was seeing more of an old Victorian home and like an older neighborhood, older, bigger trees. And I'm like, but everything else was there. At first, I didn't think because off the back of his yard was a deep gully. And in the overhead map and stuff, I couldn't see that. But as I zoomed in more, I was like, oh my God, there is one. Exactly. Exactly the way I said his house was positioned and how there's the gully behind and the trees. Everything was exactly right. The house was different, the road was a little different. And I was just describing this right here, although I could see much wider. And had I gone a little bit further, I would have said the street kind of goes down and winds around just a little bit and blah, 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 whatever. So he sends me this Google map, and I'm like, that is definitely where I was seeing, but the house isn't what I was seeing, and it was older and the tree. But he's like, well, in like whatever, like I don't even know when the neighborhood burned down. They were all Victorian homes, and the neighborhood burned down or something. And so what he's got is a new house. I was like, oh my God. So now it's like I want to go back in the public records to see what house was there. um, and I would like more validating things. I would like to be tested. I've never tested this. And so that's why I was kind of trying to do it here. But then I need a way to know that it's right, that I'm actually accurate instead of people going, yep, you got it, girl, you got it. Because I don't know. It's like I said, I need proof here and there, right? Hold on. So, Madonna was never fat or anything like that, but maybe she started taking Ozempic because there's something called Ozempic face. And I think it gives you like a big round looking weird. I don't really know. I haven't looked it up that much, but I think something weird happens to the way you look when you take stuff like that. She's just had a lot of surgery done. I haven't seen her lately. Um, so it's hard to say. I don't know because I don't dabble in that weird cosmetic world, so I just put masking tape on my forehead. You guys, I don't know if you saw my short. Oh, I've got a short I was supposed to publish. Why did my chat freeze or something? Nobody's saying anything anymore. Ugh. What you doing, kitty, kitty, kitty? There we go. Well, mostly all natural. In the 90s, I got the big titters like everybody else, and I still have those same ones, and they need to come out. Certified boss. What's up? How you doing? I think you haven't been here in a little bit. My animales are just hanging around. I'm not really sure. There's Kitty. Hi. What you doing, Kiki? Come here. There's your tail. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? There's a Kiki. What a cute, cute kitty. Oh, I'm doing good, honey. How are you? Kitty! Dog, dog. Dog, dog. Dog, dog. You want your name to be Dog, dog. It occurred to me yesterday she could live to be like 22. She's 6. 11 a.m. What time is it here? It's 7. It's almost 8. There's Buddy climbing up on my bed like he's got a right. This is my bed in the garage. I live in a garage right now. I wanted to like test out the living in a storage unit thing. She needs her own channel. Kitty, why? She just on purpose knocked my bracelet onto the floor. I would love to make a channel for each animal. 27? Really? That seems that longest? Okay. Who could know that? She's a good girl though, so she can stay. You know, um, hi, Lori. I didn't really sufficiently say hi to you. Hi, Lori. Um, it's supposed to be sunny and nice. I'm going outside today to get some sun and some grounding. Oh my God. Udo's oil. Good for you. I have some Udos. I should give it to the animals. That's a great idea. And aren't your animals kind of indoor outdoor? I think that to have an old cat who's indoor outdoor is a phenomenal accomplishment. It means they're smart AF. Do you hear that? That's why we're noise canceling. One of the reasons, that's the primary reason why I'm wearing noise canceling headphones with pink noise in them at night. When you live upstairs from someone, you guys, try to be conscious of the fact that there's someone downstairs. Yeah, my kitty loves it outside too. She actually went outside yesterday. I think the traffic scared her and she ran back inside really quickly, which is good because she can get right through the fence. In our other place, she couldn't. Siamese cross. Oh, wow. Named her Blue Eyes. Of course you did. That is sweet. That's nice. So I'm sure it's a beautiful day outside right now as I sit here in the dark. I'm very excited that I ate and feel better. I just have a hard time. Alfie, how are you? Um, I have a hard time believing that we require food. I don't believe that. So I don't believe that I feel better when I eat, even though there's very clear evidence. Where's General? General, do you think that? I know that we don't really have to eat. I really don't think we have to eat. But then I feel like garbage. You're going out to ground. Oh, good for you. I just I need to put my body on the earth. Oh. Oh. Maureen. Comedy was good. The opening guy was much funnier than the main guy. The main guy was, hey, Alex. The main guy was too punny. Certified boss. Okay, honey, we'll see you later. So the opening guy was on for a good half hour, and he was really funny. The main guy was funny, but not as funny for me. He was too punny. And I think people that make too many fucking puns are stupid and exhausting. Um, they're the kind of people that you can never just talk because everything you say, they're going to try to make it punny. And it's like, shut up, you know? Just shut the fuck up. So But I like the opening act. And I don't remember the main guy's name either. Greg Norman or something like that. And he's clever and smart and all that shit, but he's just not funny. Thank you, Alfie. Kashan, how you doing? So yeah, I love comedy. Um, but yeah, puns are exhausting. That's someone walking above me. I'm doing good, thank you. No, he didn't bomb. He everybody loves him. He's a Netflix guy, you know. I just don't like punny comedians. It's old. Like three puns in a conversation, and that's fucking it. And he was like every joke was kind of like a and he was the kind he'd do a pun and go, or it was like, mm-mm. Oh, really? My heart was feeling okay though. But yeah, electrolyte super. Kitty, stop playing with my bracelet. Um, yeah. But I just have not been eating enough food in general. I was eating like probably 500 calories a day. Not even. I mean, like almost nothing. And I say that, but then I'm like, is it true? It's pretty much true. And Kitty, get off my keyboard. Get off my computer, Kitty. Um, Anyway, so we were talking about the telepathy tapes before some of you came on. If you know what the telepathy tapes are, or if you don't, go check them out, please. It'll make you understand the spectrum much, much better, as now I do as well. And I realize that, I mean, it's just like, wow, loves electronics. She wants to snuggle with me, but my computer's kind of in her way, so she thought she might just walk on my keyboard. Oh my God. I haven't been for a walk around the water in a little while. I'd like to do that today because it's sunny and nice. And I do love walking. When I think about doing it, I feel lazy, but when I'm doing it, I love it. What are you guys going to do today? Anything? You got any plans? Really, I want to get to the point where I don't have anything to do. So anyway, no, it's not, no, it is not windy. Um, so what listening to the telepathy tapes, and I was watching another video, well, listening to called what's it called? I want to say backwards law. I'm trying to find if I still have it open. Uh-oh. There's generals. Um, oh, Interesting. Okay, well, I don't know. Um, oh, Al-Anon. Okay, shoot. Taking the doggy to the groomer. Lively. How you doing? My dogs need baths. They smell like dogs. And Shadow, well, they all, but for sure Shadow needs his teeth brushed. His breath stinks. Laundry Day. Stallone on Tulsa King. Is that a movie or something? So the backwards thinking book or backwards something book, the law of the backwards whatever book I was listening to, and really just about remembering the concept. Oh, good, go to the gym. That like, you can hold water like this, but you can't grab it, right? But when you relax and just allow, it'll stay in your hands. That's a metaphor for life. Accept, allow, be in your flow. Hi, William from Columbus. And allow. Grasping at it, it'll slip right through your hands. But like this, it won't, metaphorically speaking. Oh, it's a series. See, now I'm cold again. I'm not having hot flashes. I'm just like, my temperature is a little bit off. And so I'm like, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And it's been a couple of days. And I'm starting to think that when I use too much calm powder, it has the opposite effect. Like it messes me up. Um, so it's all about moderation. And then I was like sweating a lot at night because I was wrapped up in a sleeping bag for outside, inside. So I'm like literally waking up completely drenched. And so I changed my bedding back to my normal bedding with the, you got to have blankets that have holes in it like this. If you have trouble moderating your temperature, if you get really, really hot and normal stuff, you have to have stuff like this and like this, you know. The way I had it before, I need to change it around again because I didn't put a top sheet. Top sheet, then the one with the big holes, then the one with the little holes, and then a normal, like, quilt type blanket. And I found for me that works really well because remember before I went on my little excursion, I learned that mesh or net or something like that as your second layer helps the temperature regulate because of the waffle. The little waffles allow in and out too much heat, or they they hold it or let it out, depending, right? And that's when I realized that's exactly the reason why if you test In and Out French fries with Chick-fil-A French fries, Chick-fil-A French fries stay hot and In and Out French fries get immediately cold. And the reason is because um, the waffles, the little holes hold the heat. Gelato, hey Lord, how are you? All right, I don't have anything. It's been a couple days. I'm just giving myself a little break. So the which kind of blankets? Like this one, of course, these are totally available at every store. This one I got at an antique store, and I've drug it through the fucking mud, basically. This probably used to be a lot more white, and much softer. I'm hardcore. I ruin my stuff. Tennis, okay, Alan. Tennis. That sounds really nice. You're still down in LA, right? Blah, blah, blah. Do you think people are going to think these are my boobies? Let's see if they do. Let's see if new people come on and they're like, damn, nipples. Let's test it. Oh shoot, I'm gonna get demonetized if I do that. This channel, this particular live stream, if they see me doing stuff like that, they're like, yeah, no. But why? I mean, look at TV, I can't even be as like, let's just say raunchy. I can't be as raunchy as they are on TV without getting demonetized on that particular live stream. But because they're like, oh, our advertisers, blah, 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 blah. Well, your advertisers just want people watching. They don't care if I'm going, "Urgh." I think I need to eat. It's just, how do I need to eat again? I ate so much yesterday. It's just this cycle, a constant cycle of eating and breathing. Breathe, breathe, breathe all the time. How do you guys manage? See, because you know that with me, it's like I don't habituate. So then I have to think about it all the time. I'm guessing that you guys don't think about it much, right? You don't really think about it. You just do it, right? And when you have to think about everything you do, like I've referenced the movie 50 First Dates a bunch of times. Um, and I guess maybe that's why I'm like, one day I'd like to wake up and be like, I don't have anything I have to do, other than like breathe and eat. Oh, sorry. It's time to eat, guys. I actually would like to. Oh, I got rid of my toaster, didn't I? I would like to. Oh, Frank, we'll see you later, babe. Streaming? No. So, being on the autistic spectrum, one of the things that I learned about myself after I was surprise diagnosed at 45 years old is all the shit that I didn't know was autistic stuff. The whole executive function thing and the non habituation thing. I'm trying to think what I do habitually. If you look at my live streams, I'm never on at the same time. Um, I don't know. I have to think about every single dumb thing, like brushing my teeth, you know, eating. I have to remind myself to do those things every day. There's plenty of times when I've left the house, I'm like, oh, no, I didn't brush my teeth. Porridge with raisins and cranberries. Porridge. That sounds so wholesome. Porridge. So I want to make a sourdough toast with Shiraz, maybe raspberry jam. Doesn't that sound good? But I got rid of my toaster oven because I only caught it on fire like 20 times. Thank you for spamming the little things, you guys, the hearts and all of that. I appreciate that. It does tell the algorithm that you guys are loving it, and it pushes the channel out a little bit more, and the numbers go up, and blah, 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 blah. If I could come on the same time every day for 3 days in a row, the numbers would go up. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Consistency. But see, it's like the algorithm needs to understand people like me better because I'm consistently inconsistent. I'm consistent in my way, and it should reward me. Oh my God, I know it. Don't burn the fingers. I think we're just about back to normal. I think we're about back to normal. The worst part of it might have been like all these split edges here. This was actually the worst. And that's still funky. It's shocking. It seems like an invention in the making, though, doesn't it? I just, I mean, I still don't get why I know I'm going to burn my hands when I touch stuff and I did it anyway. I don't understand. Like, I wasn't expecting a different result, so it's not insanity. It's just, I don't know. I mean, there's just part of me that just doesn't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I know I'm going to burn. I found that to be very concerning about myself, that I would just reach in the fire and pick something up. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, yeah, I forgot about that. It's just weird. It's weird being me and observing the things because it just seems like, I mean, I can observe my own disconnect or whatever you want to call it. But I love the telepathy tapes, you guys. If you didn't hear me talking about it earlier, the telepathy tapes are really fascinating. Just put it in there and you can listen and watch the telepathytapes.com. I guess have the videos. I'm sure they're on YouTube as well, but I was just listening to the documentary and explain the podcast, listening to the podcast. And I've never really done that. You know, I'm a writer. I could write a script and read it. I should probably, maybe I should do that. So I took a Ken Burns master class, and he's like, there's literally no way to teach how to make a documentary. You just have to go out and start getting footage. That's the only way. You just have to start go getting footage and information, and then you write the script. You can't write a documentary before you go get all of your footage. You don't know what you're going to get. You can say, well, it's about this. So, like all this footage I have that I'm not making videos of because I don't want to sit down and edit a fucking feature length film. Um, that kind of stuff. It's like I need to write a script and then find the footage that goes with that bit, the piece, right? That's maybe how I need to do it. But now it just seems like a can of worms. And then that's why I don't do it because it just seems like all unorganized and stuff. Even though it's chronological, it's still like, I don't know. But I would love to show you guys because all the stuff I got behind the scenes was just different. It's not me just sitting here talking, it's like showing you what's happening and all that content behind the scenes and everything. But it's just so much. But I guess creators sit around all day long and edit. So I started watching Premiere, Adobe Premiere tutorials because I really do want to make that type of content for you guys. But with everything that's been going on, like sitting down and learning Premiere has not been my priority. So I think it was last night or yesterday I was watching. So I'll keep doing that and start using that program. And there will be some pretty amazing content coming up in the future. I just don't know when. It's a process, and if I put time on it, like, oh, by September, I will never do it. I have to allow myself to be ready to create in that way. Are you guys creative? Who are my creators in the chat? Do I have any left-handed people out there? Are there any left-handed creators? Food. Food. I don't want to go get food though. I wish someone would bring me some food. Hmm. Oops, sorry. You're a lefty? I'm a lefty too. I can't toast my bread. I'm gonna have to go get a toaster. I just been toasting it on the pan. I put two pans together and put it in there. I think I've expired my talking time. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell till it says all so you know when I drop something in the community section and you want to watch some amazing stuff or listen to some amazing podcasts. I've shared some really, truly amazing stuff on that community section. So check that out. Go to the Patreon page, which is Gen V Night, like Genevieve Nightingale, with a G and an N, not a J and a K. And if you're a paid member, you get to download January, February, and March calendar pages from the Shasta trip for adults only. It's not like OnlyFans, though. It's like wacky art with nature. I'm a naturalist, so I may or may not have clothes on. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. When I go out in nature, my clothes fall the fuck off if it's warm out. Well, it wasn't warm out though. Like the January page is Shasta at 6:30 a.m. 29 degrees. So there's always that. And and I do want to start coming on in the evenings at 6 Pacific Standard Time. It's just either it flies by and it's like 9 o'clock before I know it, or I'm just too fucking tired. But I want to, like last night I came out at 7, right? Hi, Mr. Naysang. I was gonna call you Mr. Nasty. So go eat or drink or play or do whatever you're gonna do today. Be kind to yourself and others. Um, maybe have a day where you try like less speaking and more receiving. Receiving. How about that? And I'm gonna go eat my sourdough toast and chèvre cheese and raspberry jam. Thank you. Yeah, shine your light, you guys. Um, I don't even want to turn the camera off. I'm kind of like stuck right here. What's that about? That happens. Like I'll just get stuck in a spot and sit here and like this. Watch. That's me normally. That's what I do. I sit here and look at stuff or think or like if I'm not doing anything, I can just sit and think and observe and listen. But it's time to walk the dogs. Bye, guys.